Can we shift and talk about toys?
We should talk about toys, because this is a hot topic for a lot of people, especially with Christmas coming up. New Hall of Fame toys just named. I've got a graphic here, Leo, if you want to grab this. These are the 3 that were just put into the Hall of Fame. My Little Pony, Phase 10, Transformers. Lauren, you know all of these, right?
Yeah, well, I've at least heard of all of them. Phase 10 was a game that my family played growing up. It's kind of like Gin Rummy. You're making sequences and groups based on the colors and numbers. Did not play My Little Pony, but Amber, that's our generation.
It is. I was going to say, I was a My Little Pony girl.
Were you?
I was.
Barbies, Polly Pocket. You can only collect so many plastic things, I think. Transformers, we had an interesting conversation about this. We
did.
Know the movies, don't really know the toys.
I did not know that the toys existed. Or I guess, I've seen Transformers toys, but I just assumed they were because of the movies. The Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox. What can I say? I was a girly girl when I was a kid, so I really didn't pay any attention.
And I grew up in a brotherless house too, so yes, did not know much about the Transformers, but certainly an iconic toy, and that's why it made the list. And
iconic movies.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Interesting to see what didn't make the list.
I was going to ask if you had seen these.
Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through. Didn't really think of trampoline as a toy, but it was a finalist.
Or a balloon.
Or balloons.
So these were I just wrote down here some of the ones. There were 12 finalists. So the 3 that were named today were out of those 12. A couple of the ones that piqued my interest that didn't make it, like we said, balloons and trampolines. Didn't think they were toys. Remote controlled vehicles, just generally, not like a specific brand. The game Apples to Apples. Pokemon trading cards, Sequence, which is like another card game in that Phase 10 genre, and then Stick Horse.
What's that?
I'm assuming that's like
the hobby horse.
Thank you. Okay,
which is like this viral internet trend right now of people racing on hobby horses.
Could watch those people all day. It is so funny.
It reminds me of, if you've ever been on the campus of the University of Minnesota, they have a Quidditch League.
I forgot about that.
And they're riding around on those broomsticks while they basically play a soccer football combination. Interesting. This is a highly anticipated list that comes out every year, Amber, and it's always so interesting to see what makes it, because we all had toys that we played with in our childhoods, and it's nice to recognize the best ones.
Do you think then that Barbies were your biggest thing?
Yes, Barbies. We had the Playhouse, we had the cars. I would tell my sister, "You want to go to Barbie Town?" And that's how I would ask if she wanted to play Barbies. What about you? Barbies, Polly Pockets?
I was more of like a My Little Pony. When I was young, it was Care Bears for me.
Oh, wow.
So, but then I was also a tomboy, grew up on a farm, so I did a lot of playing with toy tractors and things like that too.
That's adorable.
So quite a variety in my household.
The Cabbage Patch Kids too.
Yes.
That was another one that I
All right, Lauren.